properly visible. Please explain.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Siddharth
Good
Rave
afternoon.
and my team member is Somerao Deshpande. Today we are here to present the vehicle to grid technology concept.
Correct.
PHEV battery charging. There are three levels of charging for the PHEV depending on the voltages. First one is single phase AC 120 volt and the second one is single phase AC 240 volt and the third one is three phase AC 480 volt, and there are four types of charging algorithm for PHEV. First one is constant voltage, constant current, constant voltage and current, and pulse charging. And next one is the IEEE 30 bus distribution system diagram. This is the buses are connected to the one phase transformer, and here the node 692 and 675 are distribution systems are connected together. And here the different and here shows this distribution system together with PHEVs and the different voltage levels affected to the charging time ranging from 1 hour to 10 minutes, and the different charging algorithm requires the corresponding control design for power electronic circuits. And here the PHEVs are connected to an example distribution systems. And here is the unity power factor for input current and voltage during the charging. This is the graph input voltage versus times, and here the reference input current. Here for this graph, the AC DC converters connected to the distribution systems for drain unity power factor, and here the input voltage 240 volts RMS values, and the reference current is generated using the phase lock loop block. And here is the unity power factor for input current and voltage at the secondary side and the single phase transformer. And now this one is the impact of G2V, and this is the one line diagram of IEEE 13 bus distribution system. He's worked on step down transformer, and the distribution system has initially no PHEV connected to the charging, and after the time is 0.3 seconds, the PHEVs are connected to the charging and onboard batteries. And next one is the phase voltage with PHEV connected at time is 0.3 seconds, and here's the graph for phase voltage and time. Here the voltage drop is found to be 39%, which is not within permissible with limits. When the voltage drops below the permissible value, the value is restored to its original value, and it is a very high value, and local area generation will be needed to restore the voltages. And next one is the phase voltage for sequential charging of PHEVs. The voltage waveform for sequential charging of PHEVs, where each PHEV is connected after 0.1 second. The voltage profile is greatly improved with the sequential charging methods. Here's the graph for phase voltage sequential charging of PHEVs. And last one is phase voltage restored at time 0.3 seconds. It is the total harmonic distortion of the grid side voltage was calculated after connecting the PHEVs. It was found at 1.7%. And the next part will be explain the Somerao Deshpande.
Correct.
Okay.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Sir, screen is visible.
Sir, am I audible, sir? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir? Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, you are audible and visible both. Please start explaining.
Yes,
Sir,
thank you,
PPT is visible.
Yes, PPT is visible also.
Sir, so the further part will be I will be explaining, sir. The the concept of V2G technology. So it says that the energy which is stored within the batteries, it is normally it is utilized to send the power back to the grid, sir. Normally, the V2 technology here suppose that if battery vehicles or PHEVs become widespread, then they could supply peak load power with fast response when the vehicles are parked and are connected to charging stations. Suppose if you take an example on an average, if we drive our car a hour per day and rest of the day if it is parked, then the average power drawn by the car is nearly equal to 10 to 20 kilowatt. So I'll explain first here, sir. This diagram I'll be explaining, sir. Here it shows the behavior of average power, active power, when with and without the presence of PHEV batteries, and when PHEV batteries are connected, when a large number of PHEV batteries are connected at the same time during charging, the active power consumption rises from actual range to the active power consumption will starts to increase, and this V2 technology can make us make both reactive, can produce both reactive and active power, and both are will be presenting in both will be produced in the distribution system through proper control of through proper control of power electronic circuits which are present in distribution system only. And these V2 technology functions have these functions have classified into two main categories. One is local area services. The second one is broad area services. Local area services include power supply to local houses or businesses, or some kind of quality improvement of the power quality improvement. And this broad area services will be mainly it is related to grid operations. Next slide. Next slide. Yes, sir. So here's case studies of V2G. So there are two case studies of V2G. One is V2G for peak shaving, and another one is for V2G for reactive power compensation. I'm going to explain first peak shaving. For V2G for peak shaving, if the battery has enough power, suppose if we take it has 95% SOC, and if it is not in use, then at that time PHP battery can actually send the power back to the grid. So let me explain this diagram, sir. First, this diagram shows the control strategy for battery system while sending power back to the grid. So first here the reference power is taken. It is divided by battery voltage. Then we get the reference battery current. It is then compared with the actual battery current. It will give out the error signal. That error signal is processed through a PI controller block. PI means proportionality integrator controller. From that we get a duty cycle as the output. That duty cycle is again compared with a carrier wave or a carrier signal, and we finally get our output in form of pulses. Those pulse signals are used to switch the IGBT transistor and converter. IGBT means insulated gate bipolar transistor. So it's all about this diagram. Next slide. Yes, sir. This the above diagram shows the real power or active power supplied by the battery, and it is that power is sent back to the grid, sir. Here, when the car is plugged into wall outlet with the help of metering and the communication system, the grid operator and consumer could interact and supply the available power to the grid. Here the x-axis indicates time and y-axis indicates the active power. Initially, the power is 10 kilowatt. But at time t is equal to 5 seconds, it is decreased to 5 kilowatt because as the active power is being sent back to the grid. And next in the next diagram we can see the input voltage and current, how it is behaving with how it is actually factoring the power factor. This below figure states that input voltage and input current are exactly in opposite phase, that is 180 degree out of phase.
Correct.
During discharging of the battery, these are exactly 180 degree out of phase. In order to why these are 180 degree out of phase means, in order to make the unity power factor as unity. As we know, P is equals to VI cos phi. Power factor is depending upon two major components, that is voltage and the current. So as these are 180 degree out of phase, that will make power factor as unity. As this power factor as this power factor is unity, it helps the user. It shows that utility friendly nature of this PHEV battery, as this power factor is unity. The next slide. Take the next slide. Yes, sir. This is the second case study. This is V2G for reactive power compensation. Here, PHEV battery act as a reactive power compensator. Generally, we use capacitors are generally used in distribution networks for reactive power compensation. In this diagram, if you take initially the PHEV battery is disconnected. Initially, it is disconnected in the first diagram, and it is disconnected, and inductive load is added. As the load is added, current is lagging the voltage. The current is lagging the voltage, but as soon as the PHEV charger is connected, current becomes in phase with the voltage, as shown in the next figure. That is below figure. Input voltage and current, same figure. That is this current will which is lagging in the above figure. Now it is becoming in phase with the voltage.
Correct. Very good.
Because PHEV battery is connected, sir. In second, according to second figure. So this clearly explains about the reactive power compensation capability of the PHEV battery chargers. So it's all
Very
about
good,
the case
very
studies. Next slide. So advantages of V2G, sir. So first main advantage is improving security. As V2G inverters are quickly responding, they can be used to control the effects of any disturbances occurred in distribution networks and other things. And it will also help the power system to be more robust, and it will also reduce the vulnerability. And the second point is to improve reliability. So placing this V2G system in anywhere else in the distribution system will actually make the power supply to be available at the closer distance. We can place it anywhere, sir. This V2G system can be placed anywhere in the distribution system, even though if it is not in the local, even though if it is not placed in consumer's location. So that's what this will have a major impact on consumer reliability. Actually, the next part is impact on generation. By connecting a large number of PHBs and V2G systems during daytime, peak power can be curtailed during daytime, sir. During peak load period, and during less load period also, during light load period also, this PHEV battery can also be connected to charge the system. So the final advantage is the environmental advantage. So by using this PHEV batteries, we can reduce the environmental pollution, and we can as we use clean electricity as our transportation fuel in this system, we can avoid the emission of greenhouse gases also. So it's all about the advantages of V2G, and it also provides additional revenue to the owners of the vehicles. So it's all about the advantages of V2G. Take to the next slide. Sir, finally conclusion. Sir, PHEV battery with the range, with the power outlet specific range for about 110 volt bar 30 ampere is this specification range with which is the PHEV battery with battery backup 10 kilowatt hour battery backup. It requires 8 to 10 hours of charging time, sir. But same 10 kilowatt hour PHEV battery, it can be charged in less than 2 hours using using power outlet specification range as 220 volt or 30 ampere or 110 volt or 50 ampere. either we can decrease the current or we can increase the voltage. So by doing both, by changing the power outlet configurations, we can have the charging time as low in PHEV batteries. And this improper use of PHEV batteries, that means beyond their design lifespan, if you use them, it leads to the release of toxic gases, and it may lead to fire and toxic gas injury. And improper disposal of these batteries can also cause the contamination of soil, water, and air. And most probably, to be used again, these PHEV batteries can be should require recycling. Recycling of PHEV batteries has to be done compulsorily during the PHEV development phase. And using this also, the from the lithium-ion batteries, lithium and other metals can also be extracted only if lithium-ion batteries are recycled. Only if they're recycled, then we can extract them, the lithium and other metals from the lithium-ion batteries. So it's all about our presentation, sir.
Yeah,
It's all
very
about
good,
V2
very good presentation. Only thing I would ask you to add 2 slides initially on V2G. So what is V2G? That theory you had to add initially. That
Yes,
is,
sir.
what is the full form of V2G, voltage to grid? So
Yes, sir.
just because it's a new technology, you might have read it, but if some person is new to this and he is starting with what is V2G, so 2 slides on V2G theory, what are its properties, what actually is V2G, what good thing it is doing. So directly you have people started from charging. So there are 3 methods of charging, and also first give some introduction
Okay,
about
sir.
V2G. Results and all these things we have explained properly, but please
Yes,
add
sir.
some 2 slides on V2G theory. Let it be simple theoretical slide
Okay, sir.
about some
Okay, sir.
understanding about V2G. So very
Okay,
good
sir.
Okay, sir.
presentation, Swami Rao. Siddharth, you have to improve your presentation a little bit.
Yes, sir.
The slides also, as well as speaking also. Okay, but overall a good team performance. Thank you. So
Thank you, sir.